The great immortal flower thief orders you, insignificant mortals, to bring out your daughters and your food or I'll burn this village to the ground. You have an incense stick worth of time. Tarry and die. Huh? Did something like this happen? Wait. Yes. It did. It was hard to remember things from 1,000 years ago, but I remembered this guy. This flower thief was a loose cultivator who was just barely not a demonic cultivator, though what with the things he did he might as well have been. I looked at the little kid who was shaking in terror. Little Spring. Yes. You heard this asshole? Yes. Don't be like him. He's scum, and he commits evil because he can. Evil? I nodded sagely. Things like robbing mortals, kidnapping mortals, killing mortals for no reason, and taking a ton of lovers then abandoning or killing them. Though, it's more the taking of a bunch of lovers that's. Fairy Lin. His face turned bright red. And above all else, if you ever dual cultivate with someone, never do it in such a way that you get all the benefits and they get nothing. That's just rude and unfair. What's dual cultivation? He asked as if he was putting up with a senile grandma. I mean, it should be something reserved for a cultivator's one Tao companion, but some people who happen to have a harem of wives or husbands use it with the ones they trust the most. Just as I was about to go into further details, I realized who I was talking to. Fuck. Maybe I am insane since I just started to give the standard lecture on dual cultivation to a 6 or 7-year-old. His eyes had grown super wide. Right. Forget what I just said. Just know that he's a bad person and I'm going to go murder his ass before he does bad things to the women in our village. He nodded, face pale. I stood up and took a step only to realize that my sleeve was caught in Little Spring's hand. Don't go. I crouched down and grinned. You think I can't win? He nodded. I'm a man, I'll go instead. He was so adorable when he was a kid. The fuck happened? I flicked his forehead and he rubbed it cutely. For mortals, men are supposedly needed to protect women because they have the genetic strength advantage. But for cultivators, genetic physical strength doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is cultivation and skill. Because I have the highest cultivation in this village, as long as I'm able, and remember that you still owe me. If you are to pay me back in the future, you need to grow stronger. After losing the dumbass little shadow that followed me despite my repeated orders to go back home, I made my way to the center of the village. There were already women and food supplies gathered there. The women cried with gut-wrenching sobs and the men waited off to the side, eyes red, hands clenched into fists, shame and horror painting their faces alabaster. Several men from the village had already tried to kill the evil bastard and, sadly, making people who had seen less than me lose their lunch. The culprit, a thin man with an odd double chin and a bulbous nose, stood on a flying sword, laughing. That flying sword artifact was terribly made, but even chi condensation stage practitioners could use it and, frankly, since I currently had nothing of the immortal world, I needed it. I walked through the carnage, a little smile on my face that was not of the happy variety. Taoist immortal flower thief, I presume? He snorted. You're a bit on the young side, but you'll do. Go get in line. I stood my ground, placed my hands on my hips, and sneered. This guy was the worst, so I decided to have a bit of fun with him. Surrender all your valuables, or die. He laughed and landed near me. Little girl, you think you're cute? Huh? Are you trying to throw yourself at me? If you give me your sword now, I'll be sure to keep your corpse intact. If you're trying to distract me, then you're doing a piss-poor job of it. Then he turned and grabbed something small that was about to attack him. He threw it off to the side. The crack of a bone breaking sounded in the quiet. I blinked once and realized that my dumbass Little Spring was trying to kill the bad guy and failed because he had zero cultivation. Fucking idiot. Time seemed to slow down. 2 options. Go kill dumbass number 1 or go save dumbass number 2. Because I was a logical person, and because the little main character had plot armor, I chose the first option. Focusing on Flower Thief, I unfurled as much divine sense as I could without doing too much damage to my mostly mortal body, and I threw out an immense amount of pressure on the asshole that to him would feel like I was a hidden master at the peak of Foundation establishment. His eyes bulged and he prostrated before me. Which was good since he couldn't see the nosebleed I'd given myself while his face ate dirt. You were having fun here, weren't you? Gathering food and cultivation vessels? I wiped the blood off my face with a handkerchief. Hurting the people of this town, you maybe could have gotten away with it if I'd been in the right mood. And only after you left behind your items and cultivation. But hurting my little brother, that was a mistake. Senior. Please forgive me. Let me go and I'll give you everything, even the clothes on my back. I chuckled. Just kidding. I was going to kill you either way. My new sword had fallen a few feet away from him. I picked it up using my spiritual energy, then executed him on the spot. Then I grabbed his storage bag and searched for medicinal pills while walking to Little Spring. I found one that was a low enough level that it worked on mortals and took it out. I then scanned his body with my divine sense and froze. A chill ran down my spine and I regretted my previous choice. This little idiot was mostly dead. And if I didn't hurry, he'd be all the way dead. I shoved the pill into his mouth. It melted on contact with his tongue. Without wasting time, I poured a small portion of my spiritual energy into his mortal body to take the healing energy of the pill and move it to the areas that needed the most attention. I used some of my divine sense to put pressure, off and on, against his heart to get it pumping. A minute passed. Was this it? Did I fuck up so bad that even the plot armor couldn't save him? I grabbed his hand tighter and kept cycling my spiritual energy through him. No. I would not let him die. So what, if he was the main character of this novel? So what if in my past life he was a selfish, idiot harem master? So what if he killed me out of malicious ignorance? Right now, this little guy was just a sweet, mostly, innocent kid. He had no clue about any of that. And, without any cultivation, he still tried to protect me. Fucking adorable dumbass. Hey. You survive and I won't make you owe me anymore, okay? Okay? Come on, little spring. Something inside his body gave way and, for a mortal, a torrent of bloodline power flooded the boy's system. It traveled through the broken areas, healing and strengthening it. Making him live. He coughed and breathed in. When he opened his eyes he grabbed my hand in terror. No, Fairy Lynn. I still owe you. I still owe you. Please don't throw me away. I grinned so wide that my eyes started to water. It definitely wasn't because I was emotional or something. Come here. I hugged him so tightly that he froze. Don't worry. I won't throw you away even if you don't owe me.